Well, hello traders, and welcome back to another day, another trading day with the team. Thank you for everybody that was yesterday on the live show. And if you were yesterday on the live show, I was talking about the possibility of buying the S&P 500. I hope that you took that trade with me. Here's mine. This trade is up about almost $4,000, right? But break even. Everything was explained yesterday on my live session, so if you missed that out, that is on you, not on me. Right, so let's talk about the US dollar again. Today we're going to focus on trading on the US dollar as always, but I wanted to show you something too. I don't know if you listen to music whilst you trade, but this is the music that I listen to. Lo-fi hip hop, this low fidelity music, super good to work with. Just a little a little hint of what I do. So let's start by looking at the USD. The USD again still trading inside of this bullish structure that seems to be a rising wedge, right? Which is a reversal structure. But I always tell you that this structure is not yet reversed. This reversal is not in play until, and not until, will not be until we break with the lows. Right, so for the time being, we continue to look for longs on the US dollar. Short term, this is pretty bullish. This is pretty bullish. I'm not even going to put that what was it? Yeah, that channel. You can see that lower, higher daily lows. We are printing a higher daily high. This is extremely bullish. We continue to be bullish on the USD. We bounced from that zone yesterday. Right now, it's pretty very extended the move on the US dollar. So we will see if we can catch a pullback to buy into. Right? So, having said that, let's have a look at gold. Yesterday, there was a big and massive sell-off in gold right here at the, what was it? The 1825 level. Massive sell-off in gold. That was quite unexpected, right? But this is a high volatility market that we're trading at the moment. That's why we deleted that buy stop yesterday. And if you notice, that was right there to our targets. Now, we are seeing some quite strange price action in metals. I continue to be very bullish on gold, and will be for a long time. But technically speaking, we need to trade what we see, right? What I'm looking at here is just a range trading, right? Let me just delete this, right? And this. Cool. So this is just a range trading with the bottom of the move being capped by the 1800 level and now the 1825 level. Now these entire highs are the ones that are going to be capping the short-term rise in gold. Now, if you look at the right now we are breaking with those lows. Let's have a look at the daily chart. The daily chart still looks bullish above the 1974 level. I will continue to hold my buys in gold no matter what. Well, not no matter what. Now, if we break with the 1785 level, I will have to get rid of those. But yes, I'm still pretty much bullish here. And if you look at historic price action in this metal, moves have. Whenever we get into this, well, you need to grab this, right? So this is the other way around. Whenever we get into these pullbacks, right, we see a 2.35 pullback here. This is a 2.13 pullback. Not as big as this one right here. a 2.3 pullback. So we are still in pullback mode in gold. Now, for our signals, we might get into an interesting one should gold reverse from the lows here. Now, let's go back to the hourly chart, and if gold actually reverses from the lows here, now this is the level, and the next key level that I was looking at, for of course, would be these previous lows, right? So if gold reverses from the lows here, now this is what I'm thinking, right? If gold reverses from the lows here, boom, right here, and starts to rally, we could in fact trade the breakout of today's highs with a retest of yesterday's highs right here for a nice better than 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So I'll keep you guys updated on that, right? Right, so that's gold. The S&P 500, everything is up at the moment, so we're going to look for buys. That US 30, the one that is up the most is the US 30. But let's have a look at some major currency pairs. Right, the US dollar versus the Japanese yen is rallying. Of course, we are looking at the possibilities of buying the US dollar, right? Remember that. US dollar, Canadian dollar. Okay, now we are having some very interesting price action here on the USDCAD. I am going to be sending you guys a signal right now. Yeah, so I just sent you guys this signal. Let me explain to you this signal again. All right. So the rationale behind the US dollar Canadian dollar signal for today is pretty easy, right? I know that a lot of you are going to tell me, but you know what? The DXY, the US dollar is rallying, but this is a Canadian dollar during trade, right? So what we are looking here on the daily, let's have a look at the daily on the USDCAD, right? This is a very heavy zone for the US dollar Canadian dollar. All right. We are in a massive up move on the US dollar Canadian dollar, but we are looking at some very deep pullbacks here in this move, right? If you have a look at the pullbacks from high to low on the US dollar Canadian dollar, we have a 1.89, we have a 1.819, we have a 1.35, and then we're looking at a retest of these highs, the 1.42. This is the idea. A retest of the 126, a retest of the previous broken highs that we haven't had yet. Remember, broken highs act like magnets when it comes to pullbacks. So what we're going to do here is we are going to monetize on that pullback to the 126 on that US dollar Canadian dollar short idea. Now, looking at the Canadian dollar currency index, of course, inversely correlated with the US dollar Canadian dollar. On the hourly, on the short term, I can see that even though we are printing lower lows and lower highs on the daily basis, we have broken out of this very structure that we were trading in, right? So pretty similar to the USDCAD. And yesterday we printed a new higher daily low, right? Even though we have a new lower daily high, we are right now printing again a new higher daily low. And should the Canadian dollar break with the 0.5492 level, right, we would have that rally in the USDCAD to retest at least that weekly pivot and that previous base around the 151, I'm sorry, the 0.5524 or so. That would give the impulse desired to our shorts on the US dollar Canadian dollar, and it would take us our trade to profit. So that's the idea on the US dollar Canadian dollar, right? Let's go back. Let's have a look at what we have here. I don't want to make these videos too long, but you know, I have a lot of stuff to say about the markets. So I'm going to quickly have a look at what I'm looking at, the US dollar versus the Swiss franc, looking very good here. Actually, we could have a short opportunity here on the US dollar versus the Swiss franc, but this should be a US dollar driven trade, right? So by looking at this right here, if the US dollar were to dip today, and the US dollar versus the Swiss franc, oh, hold on, let me repeat that. If the US dollar were to dip today, we would look those shorts here on the US dollar versus the Swiss franc because of the risk to reward ratio that a break of the daily lows would give us, right? So that is the US dollar versus the Swiss franc heads up to that 92 level, right? 92.05, 92.10 level. US dollar versus the the US dollar versus the Japanese yen reversed on us. Let's have a look at the Japanese yen index. And yes, the Japanese yen is dipping. We are below the previous broken highs on the Japanese yen index. I don't know what to say, guys, but this looks extremely bearish. Now, if we break with this is the hourly chart? Yes, this is the hourly chart. If we break with the, let's call it the midterm structure, you know, this bullish structure that we are currently trading in, this market will become extremely bearish. Now, for that to happen, we need to break with the weekly pivot and the previous lows. You already know that. And this is the make it or break it zone for buyers on the yen. So let's go back to the US dollar Japanese yen. All yen pairs should be rallying at the moment. And as you can see, actually, I'm about to send you guys another signal. So hold on. All right, I'm not gonna go through that signal that I just sent you guys on the VIP on the GBP Japanese yen right here. If you're not part of the VIP, just hand me the links below this video. Now, yeah, the yen pairs, right? CAD yen, every yen pair rallying at the moment. This is yen driven, not US dollar driven. So let's go ahead and let's have a look at that. Now, we already looked at that. Let's finish up by looking at the euro US dollar. The euro US dollar, remember, I mean, I don't like trading the euro USD, but we might have some reversal going on here. Let's have a look at what DXY is doing. DXY is dipping from the highs, right? We are still inside of that bullish structure on the DXY. Gold not following our plan. Yeah, we printed new daily lows. That's fine. We are going to yeah, we're going to wait and see what happens with gold to send you guys that signal. Crude oil, yes. Crude oil still looking for that retest of the lows to sell into some strength. Remember, this market is very bearish at the moment. And I mean, crude oil increasing in price is helping our US dollar, Canadian dollar. Right, so that's my daily watch list. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys on the inside if you're VIPs. If not, there's a link below this video.